The first thing I remember that morning was the smell of rain. Austin doesn't get that many summer thunderstorms, but when it does, the whole city feels different. Quieter, heavier, like the air is holding its breath. I had gone to bed late the night before, wrapping up a freelance design project. My little bungalow in East Austin was my safe space. Creaky wood floors, the hum of the ceiling fan, and the distant sound of freight trains in the middle of the night. That morning, I was deep in sleep. Not just tired sleep, gone. The kind of sleep where you're half sure you've merged with the mattress. And that's when it happened. The bedroom door clicked. Now I live alone. I wasn't expecting anyone. So when I heard the slow, hesitant creak of my door, my brain didn't wake up in a rush of panic. It just sort of floated there in confusion. I blinked against the dim light. Standing there, awkward as if caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, was Jacob. Jacob was my neighbor's teenage son. 14. Shaggy hair, soccer hoodie, the kid who was usually seen kicking a ball down the street or riding his bike to the convenience store. We talked maybe twice. Once when his mom asked me to watch their dog for the weekend, and once when I caught him trying to balance 3 sodas on his bike handlebars. So why on earth was he standing in my bedroom doorway? He froze. Mr. Cooper. I think I messed up. I sat up, rubbing my eyes. Jacob? What's going on? He looked at the floor, shuffling his sneakers like they were suddenly made of lead. I thought this was our house. Now to be fair, our houses do look similar. Both small, both painted light blue with white trim, both with front porches that could use a little paint. In the dim, rainy morning light, I could imagine a groggy teenager making that mistake. But there was still one big question. How did you get in? He held up a key. This was supposed to be for our house. But it worked here too. I guess the locks are the same. I let out a slow breath. My adrenaline was finally catching up. It wasn't fear anymore. It was that weird, jittery laugh you get when something is too strange. Okay, I said, trying to keep my voice calm. Why don't we go to the kitchen and you can tell me the rest? We sat at the table. He explained. The storm last night had knocked out their power. His mom had gone to work early, and Jacob was supposed to grab his soccer bag from the house before school. Only, the rain made everything look different. He hadn't noticed that my porch had my old welcome mat, not theirs. He just popped the key in, walked right in, and when he didn't see anyone, figured maybe his mom had left the door unlocked. I was gonna just grab my stuff and leave, he said. But then I saw your dog in the hallway. And well, we don't have a dog. That was Rusty, my golden retriever, probably wagging his tail like a maniac at the unexpected guest. That's when Jacob realized something was off. He was just about to leave when he thought he heard someone calling his name from the back of the house. Curious, he followed the sound, except it wasn't his mom. It was me, talking in my sleep, which, apparently, is what led him to open my bedroom door. At this point, I couldn't help but laugh. The whole thing was ridiculous. Jacob looked embarrassed enough to dig a hole and live in it. Listen, I said, honest mistake. No harm done. But maybe double-check the porch next time, huh? He grinned sheepishly. Yeah, definitely. We walked outside together. His house was literally 20 feet away. He waved awkwardly before jogging back through the drizzle. Later that day, I called his mom to explain, making sure to start with everything's fine so she didn't panic. She was mortified, apologizing 100 times. I told her it was no big deal, and maybe we should, get our locks changed. That night, as the rain finally cleared, I thought about how weirdly human the whole thing was. One small mistake, a bit of awkwardness, and now a story. Because I knew from that moment on, Jacob would always double-check the welcome mat. And I'd always remember the morning my neighbor's kid wandered into my bedroom, half asleep, holding a soccer bag, and absolutely certain he was home. And honestly, it still makes me laugh.